Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Denmark. So the date is 4th of November 1459. Denmark is still in a state of rapid growth, especially in our capital, where we now have 42,352 people living in our capital. Now, I have mentioned in the last video that we have some new modifiers here, and that the actual urban gravity jumped up significantly. I actually went through these modifiers and I found some that really make the difference. Mainly, important center of trade. If you recall, we had minor center of trade, and the important center of trade gives us base urban gravity +5 and urban gravity modifier 15%. We also got local art and intellectual center, which increases our trade power, institution spread, and construction cost is lowered, but it increases a bit of unrest. And we get a minor center of production, which also gives us urban gravity modifier, base urban gravity, urban production bonus, art power, and urban production scale. So things really do add up to the fact that we have that many people. That we can house so many people in our town. It's gonna boom like crazy. I'm looking forward to it. But that's not the way or the reason why I started recording. The reason I started recording is that we can now get humanism, which is administrative technology level 15. So let's get it. Scholars studying the classics were forced to admit that they were often brilliant and applicable to the modern world, despite often being written by men who worshipped strange gods or spoke different languages. They began to judge them not as heretics, but on the merits of their writing. This humanist worldview allowed them to discuss topics that would normally be banned in polite company. Increased number of states +1. We could also get the bombarderos, but I don't want to, for obvious reasons. We still need some time to make it a bit cheaper. But we can only store about 260 more power in diplomatic. So it's about 3 years, which will lower the cost to +80%. Damn, we're just burning it here. But what can we do? We're just so good. But on the other hand, we can get block books, which would be very soon, I believe. Quite soon, August 1464. And that one allows us to get a new idea group. Now, game-wise, it would be probably best to keep this one open and just burn diplomatic technology until we get to level 20, at which point we could get, or we won't see it here, we could get colonization. But I'm thinking we might not be that gamey and choose a different diplomatic idea. We could maybe go with free trade, which would be pretty good. Institution spread, provincial trade power modifier, production efficiency, extra merchants and trade power abroad, plus trade efficiency and merchants. That would be really good. Or maybe the merchant marine. Oh, national sailor modifier and global tariffs. Blockade efficiency, merchants. Wow, the ship trade power 20% would be great. An extra leader without an upgrade. But free trade would give us probably more gold. We'll see how it goes. We really need to get something from diplomacy, honestly. Because, quite honestly, we just need more sync to put out our diplomatic power, because we're just killing it here. And I have nothing else to invest it in. Which is kind of a bummer, I have to say. Well, in any cases, I built a new ship. I don't know if it's Princess Charlotte. Yeah, it's Princess Charlotte, which I assigned to our main trade node here to help with the gold gain, or what you want to call it, a new pope. The two ships that we have here will also be sent there, Kempen and Trekroner. But in the meantime, I will put an order for a new ship as well, as, you know, at the point where when I can, because currently I can't, I don't have enough money, it's gonna take 4 months. But the thing is, we're doing pretty good as far as ships go. We will be at 29, but we can get all the way to 33, I see. So we're not doing that good. We're not doing that good. But I could also get an extra military unit, which I would like. That would be a cavalry unit. Bohemia is still at peace. We really can't do anything. Poland... Oh, Poland would help us now. Really? Interesting. So would you help us against Szczecin? That's the question. No. But we're getting really close. The war exhaustion is about half of what it used to be. Okay. Can I increase trust somehow? For example, giving a military access, would that increase your trust? I guess maybe not, but I'll try it anyway. As far as the states go, we are also doing really good. The Western nobles now like us so much that it's incredible. But they don't really have anything they could give us right now. The legitimacy would be kind of good. But I don't want it yet. Advisor cost is also good, but not right now. And manpower we don't need. What I need is for the greater nobles to die. These guys are so hostile. I had them at around 21 something, I think, and then they demanded privileges. I told them to blow it out their ass, and they got super pissy. But they didn't take away my stability. There was a chance for them to do so, but they didn't. So now we want to... repeal... Wait, didn't we already repeal the significant autonomy? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, moderate expansion. Oh, that was... Grant? Oh, this is weird. Well... I don't think the situation with them will get better, so I think we ought to repeal something immediately. So let's repeal that and see what they will do. Oh, not the... Oh god, I was afraid it would be our heir, but it was the prince consort. Okay, that's much less distressing. So, will you throw a hissy fit as a little pussies, or will you bow to the crown? Show me what you got. Could demand support, huh? Oh, expansion of city citizenship. Oh, definitely. Urban gravity modifier plus 25%. That's a good one. Can I offer you something in... low-level cabinet seats? Sure. Our corruption is looking pretty good right now, so I can just use it as a sink. So we have at 32, which is decent. They don't have much power, but the two biggest cities that we have are in their grasp, so it's good to have them on our side. So come on, greater nobles, show me what you can do. General accept reform. Cool, so that will further lower their autonomy. Minor expansion of local autonomy. Good. Okay, you're starting to bow down in front of me. I like that. You should really build the ship right here so we have a better communication, but I'm not entirely sure I want that. I'd much rather build something else or save up the money altogether. Bohemia, what are we going to do with you? We have just finished another ship in Skåne, which is called Kronprinsessen, and I'm going to send it to protect trade. Do we want to send it to the North Sea? We might. I'm actually thinking of sending it to North Baltic this time. So let's do that. We have 52% of that trade. If we add another ship as we just did, it's going to jump up to how much? How much indeed? It doesn't show yet. Okay, in any cases, before that recalculates, we have to take the Bombardieros now because, yeah, we'll lose some diplomatic power if we don't. So let's do it. Let's take Bombardieros. We are paying 80% extra for it, by the way. But we'll gain a global trade power plus 20% for 18 years. Beginning in 1489 with Prince John of Portugal, navies began to place specialized teams of gunners on board each warship. The Bombardieros were trained to work as a team in order to load and fire faster and more accurately. So naval morale is increased yet again, but naval maintenance is increased as well. A lot of people get Carrack and some people get Now. And we are the ones that get Carrack, which is awesome. So let's check out what a Carrack is. A Carrack is a goddamn monster. It has 60 hull size compared to 16 that the Caravel has. It has 49 cannons compared to 17 that the Caravel has. And it's slightly slower. It has only 6 ship speed compared to 8 that the Caravel has. And it costs 500 sailors to build it and 50 maintenance. Unfortunately, we have neither the sailors nor... Well, we do have the money, but we don't have the sailors. Okay, so this added 2% to us. So we now transfer 2.45 to North Sea, of which we gain 8.41. I would like to also mention that we have rebuilt our first 2 crayers into full-blown caravels, and they will be sent back to this fleet that we have here to boost... Oh, we have lost a bit, damn. To boost this percentage. I think it's going to jump to somewhere like 45, maybe. Definitely going to gain a bit more. We're actually starting to earn a pretty decent amount from trade. I am happy about that. As far as the next idea group comes, it's from the block books, but we don't have enough for that, unfortunately. So we need to wait a bit. As far as the war with Szczecin, I think Poland, yeah, Poland still join us. But look at that, that's just one difference. So I'm going to prepare for this war actually right now by raising a gendarme cavalry. And is that? Yeah, that's a regiment. And as that was a valuable manpower of which we don't have that much, I'm going to demand support from the lesser nobles and ask them to give me a bit of manpower. And voila, we are where we were before. So once this is done, I think I'm going to wait a bit more so that Poland gets a bit less war exhaustion than... Well, maybe they get to 0. That would be perfect. And then we're just going to have to do this. We're going to have to go and fuck up Bohemia. This is going to be a massive war in which we are after Weimar. But I have also laid claim to Szczecin. So if it's possible, we might want to get both. And I don't think we own Stralsund, actually. Yeah, we don't have the claim for Stralsund. So that's not gonna happen. But we might gain 2 provinces out of this. I wouldn't like that. Yeah, they would not accept... They would not accept me threatening them with a war. So let's send them an insult. We have too high of relations to do this at this point, so we need to get more. I don't have to be afraid of their fleets. They don't have really any, and Norway and Sweden will take place of it, or take care of it. What I need to be afraid of is their pitiful armies, which will not be a problem for us, but the armies of Bohemia and Hungary. But I seriously hope that Poland and Lithuania will be able to rain hell on them. It would be great if they could just fight each other and we could just take all these provinces and occupy them all. Maybe get some fancy reparations from Wolfgast, who has joined the COP. And also, where's Friesland? Where are you? Oh, okay. You might be juicy. Come on, you Wismar. No, you're not juicy. They're not juicy either, but these provinces, nah, they're not all. They're all not juicy. Where's our capital? Stralsund is not. Stolp is our capital. That province is not that good. So how about you guys? Are you repaired? Yes, you are. Off you go to give us extra profit from trade in North Sea. Come on. I am wondering how much we're gonna gain. Getting 8.24, so we should gain like 8.5 out of this. I'll have to save up all this money so that we have enough funds for war waging. Come on, yes, 43, but 8.65, that's decent. That is decent. 45.1% of our income came from trade last month. Nice. The time has come to declare war on Stettin and Bohemia. But first, we will increase our technology. We do now have enough military power to get drums and fiefs. That will give us extra yearly army tradition for the next 7 years. The chaos of the battlefield could make signals or shouted commands difficult to notice. Drums and fiefs were used by regular military units to give command on battlefield and instill morale in the troops. Now the army could fight as one. Land morale generally increased by 0.30 and cavalry increased its shock by 0.25. And it enables Frankish cannon. I don't think we can get that one. Nope. We can get the cavalry on level 20. But that's not the case right now. I've already increased the morale, actually not the morale, I have increased the payment for army maintenance by a bit already, well, by a bit to maximum. And the time has come to declare war on Stettin. I will call Poland in the hope that they will join me. So let's confirm the war and inform our vassals or, well, personal union members that they will be supportive. Enable embargo, there. So you will be supportive, you will join your troops to mine, and I will use them to function. Now, Poland has joined our war, didn't it? Wait, it did not yet. They will need to accept. Now they did. So this is the status of the war. We against the northern states, together with Poland and Lithuania, Sweden and Norway against the south. What is the current military count? We outnumber them by a decent amount, so I can see this as a positively good thing. So what we need to do now is we need to get a general, and I actually don't have enough military power. So let's hope that the greater nobles won't screw me over. I'll need to get a general of merit, and I'll need you to get me an offensive support. Oh man, this is starting to really suck. I don't need you to bolster defensive, just give me this. And what about you? Financial support now and each year. How are we doing on... I think our war exhaustion is gonna climb significantly, so this might be a good idea. War relief. Yeah. Let's get war relief. Yes, I know, we have disloyal estates in our territory. That's unfortunate. So what general did we get? A sucky one. Ain't that just great? Well, without further ado, let's go and siege Wismar before they can get their shit together. And I'll just hope that our armies will get stronger. So Lithuania has 7 units here and Poland has 10 units here. We're probably gonna raise their estates, so you guys go and deal with Poland, or deal with Bohemia and Hungary, while I take this. Yeah, monthly war exhaustion 0.10. So that means we are getting, where is it? Wait, it's on the war, right? No. Here. 0.7, okay, that's better than 0.10. As a consistory in the Vatican, the Archbishop of Lund was elevated to the rank of cardinal, receiving his ring of office and silk hat from the Pope himself. Joining the Sacred College of Cardinals, he has become one of the most influential men in the Catholic Church, able to decide on matters of faith and to vote in the election of the next Pope. Assigned to a church in the Holy City, he is likely to spend the rest of his days in the Vatican, but will surely remember his days in Denmark fondly. Well, I don't think that's so good, because I was misled by the fact that the distance from Vatican did not change. It did actually change to a double, so there's nothing we can do to get an actual papal influence. What are we gonna do here? I would like to raid Bohemia later if we can, so let's go with let them loot. That should be a nice middle ground. And they're gonna lay siege to Wismar immediately. I'm gonna send my extra troops there, and then we're gonna lay siege to Stettin. If this war goes well, we are after these two provinces, Wismar and Stettin. But we'll see if we are able to get them. So that will be seen probably in the next episode or the one after if this war is long.